All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome in. Yeah, we're ready. We're ready, ladies and gents. Let me do this, and that. And we are good to go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. Here we are with another episode, another stream, another moment with Valheim. I I've been very much enjoying this, and yeah. So I want to, as we're gonna do the updates real quick. Well, that's a great way to start. As you can see, that took a lot of damage. Now, what I want to show you really quick. Just a little bit. Okay. What I want to show you really quick. We got a bunch of stuff to talk about. I did take the card out. Where I took it right over here. So we got the 10 that were in these areas. I left the icons on the map just in case I wanted to go back over there and just double check. The copper, we destroyed that area. Like I told you, it goes underground and everything. We destroyed that area. While we were on our way over, we did find a cave, so we can do that today. But essentially, what is going on now is, well, first of all, when I took out the cart, I found out a lot of very, very interesting things. Like in terms of like how the cart works, how it how it affects the gameplay and things of that nature, the maneuverability of it, the mechanics of it, basically, and it's very interesting. It did fall in the water. It did a barrel roll into the water. However, I was able to save it. That happened over by the copper. But I was able to save it, so I'm extremely grateful there. Now, in reference, I took it out twice. What's up, Broge? Welcome in, dude. Welcome in. So now I did. Hi, YouTube. By the way, I know I didn't say it at all in a bunch of recordings. I took it out the first time, and I cleared this out over here next to the boar pen. No worries, Froge, no worries. So I cleared this out, and I extended a little bit into here. Didn't mess with the birch because we can't take them down. But, yeah, I extended a little bit. Alright, so here's the second thing I wanted to say. In reference to what just happened here. That's one of my boars. So specifically, two of my boars spawned outside of the pen. Now, I was like, they were babies. I saw them as babies. So I'm like, okay. Well, that sucks. But, as you can see, funny enough, that's what I found out. I had no idea, I'll be honest. They can be quite useful. Outside of the pen. Look at this dude here. Look at this dude here. You said it's Twitch? No, not that I know of. Haven't seen anything on Twitter or anything of that nature. Twitch should be just fine. I got my stream up in 2 different places. I'm not having any issues. So, I don't know realistically what's going on there, dude. Just quick maintenance. Just try to pull it up on a separate tab. Just try to pull it, and there we are. Yeah, which is fine on my end. But, yeah, maybe update, well, maybe there's an update to your browser or something? I don't know. But, yeah, Twitch is fine. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see here, this was the second time that I pulled it out. The first time was for wood. Second time, I brought it out to, like I told you, get the tin and stuff. This is everything. I've been smelting this for like the past hour, I want to say. But yeah. Also, I don't know if you guys see, there's so much to go over in the beginning. I'm sorry. There's so much to go over in the beginning. If you want to see my skills, nothing crazy happened. Wood cutting, axes from, you know, pickaxes from getting the stuff. It's nothing crazy. It's really nothing crazy. That's just so you can see. My 2 fires here, you'll see that they are bare. Apparently one of those gray dwarves came over and, you know, destroyed the stuff because there was like tin sitting on top of the fire and wood sitting on top of the fire. So I lost my cauldron. Not that I was using it anyway, truthfully. I mean, a drying rack, it takes a little bit of wood to put it back. I just haven't gotten around to it. But yeah. So we took the cart out. You know, we had a bunch of different adventures. I found out one thing that was very interesting. When you're running the cart up, now I'm going to show you something right here. Literally right here. Okay? Right here. At this little dip right here. I spent about, I want to say, 70 to 80% of my stamina bar trying to get up this hill and not moving. I had to take it all the way around because, like I said, I was messing with the mechanics. The heavier the cart is, the slower it moves. So it has some realistic weight to it when it's extremely heavy. It has its own weight bar there. So I would run slower even while sprinting. If I was walking, depending on how, like I said, right here, depending on how steep the hill was, and this isn't that steep at all. Depending on how steep the hill was, I would not move. So I had to, like, you know, do the whole maneuvering thing. Yeah, it was a bunch of stuff. But yeah, it was a bunch of stuff that I found out. Yeah, so that was that. But yeah, we managed to get back here. I had a whole bunch of rocks, which I wanted to bring back here because I figured that, you know, rocks, because I have so many of them and because they were like gated behind us, you know, fighting a boss, I was like, eventually they gotta be useful, right? Like, they have to be useful. So I just threw like about probably 200 rocks back over where the copper is. They're probably still laying on the ground because of how this game works. So yeah, so there was that. I did upgrade the bow. It was 2. I upgraded it to 3. I upgraded the sword as well from 1 to 2. Excuse me. Not feeling well today. I'm not feeling well today, but I'm here. So, I upgraded the sword from 1 to 2. Didn't do anything else. Didn't upgrade anything else. I did make this little adjustment here. Looky here. I have added 12 chests. 12 chests. 12. What I did was I basically emptied all of these, except for this top one. I'll show you that in a second. I emptied all of this and basically sorted it. So now from they're sorted by rows from top to, essentially from like columns, not necessarily rows. I don't know if I'm using the right terminology. I might be using the wrong terminology, but essentially this counts as a row. From top to bottom counts as a row, not across. From top to bottom counts as a row. So this stuff is my least valuable stuff, or I hear him. I'm sorry, I heard a growl. Anyway, let's do this. Yeah, I'm trying not to show you too much, but make this easier on both of us. There we go. Okay, so I made this my least valuable stuff, or, well, and the stuff I don't really know what to do with. So some of you experienced and veteran players out there might know that some of this stuff is extremely useful. I just don't know what to do with it. So I put the antlers there. Yeah, see? So you can see the stuff that I deem kind of useless to me at this point. Not saying they're completely useless, not even saying that they're useless, but at this point to me, I don't know what to do with them. So they don't hold a lot of weight, but they are something that appear to be, like, in my eyes, they're useful, but I don't know what they're used for. That's a better way of saying that. These are like seeds. This, like I said, this is just, you know, useless stuff that, well, quote unquote useless. Okay. This one is my slightly more useful stuff. Okay. These are the ones that I'm feeling like they have like a big value. I just haven't reached the point as to where they're, you know, going to be incorporated. So these are my slightly better things here. The bottom chest, this is wood. This was wood, but I took what was in here. This was this was full. All slots with 50. But as you can see, I knew I was gonna need wood for the outside stuff. So I turned this entire thing, whatever was in here, it wasn't full. Whatever was in here, I turned it into charcoal. Okay? So as you can see, we got some resin, you know, core wood, we got 4 stone. Yeah. This is food, and then these 2 are empty, don't have anything to necessarily put in there yet, and that's an awesome thing, right? This is like tools and kind of like, you know, maintenance items kind of thing. And then I got a flint chest here. Not saying that that's going to remain a flint chest, it's just where my brain is telling me that it is. Okay? This chest here, this is literally all the smelting stuff. So, you know, because the workbench and the forge is over here, I just kept it close. You know, I kept this close. Okay? Made it 360p worse setting. Now it's not freezing as much. So weird. There is, yeah, I don't know. I don't know why that's doing that. Truthfully, honestly, don't know. But yeah. But welcome in, dude. Glad you was able to, you know, fix it. So that's what I did. Now, as you can see, the house is not fit. Well, we'll get to that in a second. But I think I told you about the boar babies. There were 2 of them. One of them actually, I mean, he did exactly what you saw him do. He was over here though, and he actually attacked one of the gray dwarfs that was coming. I didn't know they did that. I know they attacked the player, but I mean, you see how the trolls thing goes, right? So I didn't know that. It's actually pretty useful, truthfully. But yeah. So I just left them out. One of them is out there at half health. And I did give him food, but I guess they can't heal? I don't know. But yeah. So I just left them out. There's 2 wild, quote unquote wild, but tamed boars. Tamed boars in the wild. There you go. There we go. So yeah, so there's that. I also spent a little bit of time on the Valheim wiki, okay? Because in order to make the kind of space that I made with those chests, I want to be, you know me, I'm the efficiency guy. I want to make sure that what I'm doing is efficient, what I'm doing is useful. So what I did was I did a little bit of research specifically on some items that I was curious about. Now, here they are. These are mostly trophies. I'll pick up everything just to show you. See, here goes the other tame boar. That's mine. So I found out that these two right here, they're just like put it on the wall type things. So actually 3. All 3 of those are like put it on the wall, like literally trophies, like hunting type trophies. This one is the same thing outside of, you know, us getting it for the for the thing here to unlock the power, right? They said it speaks to the player if it's on the wall. That's not particularly useful to me right now, so we could always go back and get it. It looks really cool though. I'm not gonna lie to you. It looks really cool. Like I'm you know what? I'm making an executive decision. We're gonna hold on to that. We have a whole bunch of space now, but if we start running low on space, this is gonna be the first thing that goes. All right, so we're gonna do that. See, we have a whole bunch of space, but anyway, I did some research, looked up those trophies. I looked up stone. I looked up the dandelions. I looked up the buke berries, which is basically like puke berries. They're only used, well, if you're not a vet, you understand that those are only used to reset your food thing down here. It's only used to reset your food so that you can eat new food. That's basically what that is. I looked up resin. I looked up resin, stone, the dandelions. I looked up those trophies. What else did I look up? I'm gonna look through and I'll tell you exactly. I looked up the gray dwarf eyes. I looked up the coins. I looked up the skeletons, the deer trophies. I looked up these, the thistles, bone fragments. I did look that up. I did look up the ancient seed. Now, that we'll talk about in a second. I looked up the ancient seed, looked up the red, yeah, and that was it. That was it. Everything else, I didn't look up. Okay. So now, in reference to the house, we are not going to finish this house. Not saying that we can't, but remember what I was saying last time where I was like, this island is basically all explored. Like, we marked a whole bunch of stuff, right? We'll go to the cave. But this island, we're basically... Oh, the spawner's done. I gotta check to see if that... We'll take a visit over there. We'll take a visit over there to see if the spawner respawned. I don't know if that's a thing. We're gonna find out, because I remember destroying that specific spawner. So, what we'll do is we'll take a visit there first. We'll go to the spawner. We'll come back to the cave, and then we'll go... Oh, wait, there's another cave. Oh, no. This is the troll cave, I think. I think we were so flustered. We'll take... I think this is the troll cave. I'm pretty sure this is the troll cave that we did at the end of last episode. Now, we are not going to be finishing this house because I feel as though... And as you can see, we've got the bounds of this, right? We've got the bounds of this island here. I feel like this island is done, and we're missing, like, I know that there's a whole bunch of stuff in this game. There's no way you can prove to me that the crude bow is the only bow you can make in the game when I have a bronze pickaxe and all this bronze armor, and I still have like a regular wooden bow. So, like I said, this game, I love it. I love it because of the fact that it rewards you for essentially playing the game. You get an item or you loot an item, it gives you the recipes for that item. I love that. I absolutely love that. So So what we are going to do is we are going to move to the next island. Now, I'm not going to be destroying any of this because we might essentially come back. You know, we might come back. We might need to come back. So that is why I'm going to leave everything intact as it is now. That might end up biting me because of the whole forest moves thing. I had that happen to me earlier today, and I died. I only died once, though, so I'm proud of that. Usually I die like 2 and 3 times. But yeah. So there's that. Would I be able to join off Steam? I don't have Game Pass. I think, yeah. They were saying that there's a whole bunch of different, yeah, this is cross-platform across a whole, like, you can even join off Epic. Like, Epic Games and stuff like that. If I'm not mistaken. So, but yeah. So we're not going to be finishing this house. We are going to be moving. And we're going to go to this. We're going to go over here. Why? Because we are going to be building a temporary shelter. And then if we can, we are going to go and visit the Elder. All of that is supposedly happening today. So let's get a move on. We are going to go and check out this spawner. We're going to go and visit this cave, back to camp. We're going to take the raft over there. We're going to build us a temporary house. I don't know how much we'll be able to carry with us, but when we get back to camp, we'll decide what we're taking. But let's, we need stamina. I preloaded us with a little bit of food so that, this is specifically for the next place. Okay. I don't know how we're going to take, you know what I mean? I don't know how this works. I don't know, you know, we'll figure it out. We will figure it out. But yeah, so that's why I wanted to smelt all of this, because if I can take this, I can take this. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be a wandering merchant. What does that mean? What does that mean? But yeah, so yeah, so let's get a move on. The food I have doesn't give me the berries, gives me stamina. So let's do this. Let's do 15. Let's do 15. So we're gonna pop both of these.